Okay, so guys, now let me start with the installation of EVNG. So to install the EVNG in VMware Workstation, first of all we have to install our VMware Workstation, which we have already completed. Second thing, you need a one VMware Community Edition, this particular image of EVNG, which I have already shared with everyone. You need this particular EVNG window client, and you need a Windows X bin SCP client, and also you need this particular EVNG images, because if you want to run ASA, then you need ASA image. If you want to run Palo Alto, you need Palo Alto image. If you want to run routers, you need these images. Okay, I have just put here 3 images. What I can do, let me just go here. Let me just go into my drive, and if you see here, I have shared this particular folder with everyone, guys. So the thing is, you have to download this EVNG community OVA. When you will download this OVA, looks like this one, means this is the image. Download this image and do one thing, just open this image with VMware Workstation. Give any name here, whatever name suits you. I will go with the default settings. I will click on import. Import is going on. Meantime, I'll go into my place and I'll just download this software and this software as well, guys. This is a BinHCP and this is a EVNG client for Windows machine. And if you go inside this EVNG images folder, here I have put AS image, checkpoint image. These are the router image. I have also put Linux image here, Linux Tinico. Palo Alto 8.1.0 image also there. Palo Alto 901 is there. Palo Alto 10 is there. This is router. This is switch. This is Windows 7 and Windows 2008. Windows Server 2000. Download all these images, guys. Okay. So these are the things which you have to download for doing your EVNG setup. Okay. So EVNG set. Let me just go there. So import is going on, so I will wait for this import to complete. So guys, if some people is having issues in downloading these images, so what you can download this single image, then download this, then download this, because size is little bit high. For this also download this folder first, then other folder, like that you have to download. Okay, so just download by folder wise actually, guys, these things. So import is going on. Let's wait for this import to complete. So now we have imported this EVNG successfully. Click on edit. So guys, now I'll recommend, if you are having 8 GB RAM, right? And your system give at least 6 GB to EVNG. If you are having 12 GB RAM, just give around 10 GB of RAM to EVNG. If you are having 16 GB, give around 10 to 14 GB, any range here. If you are having more than that, just give around, like if you are having some people having 24 or 32, just give around, maybe in 20 case of 24, just give 20. In case of 32, just give at least 24. So like that you have to basically define your images. Okay. I'm giving with, I'm just going with 6 GB here. Okay, or let me just go here 8 GB. I can also give 16 as well. I don't have any issue, but I'm giving here 8 GB, right? So according to your RAM guys, just define these things. Processor, just go with the default processor and also select this option, guys. In adapter settings, what you have to do, just add the adapter. Here we have to add 2 adapters, guys. Add this adapter, add one more adapter. Why am I adding these adapters? I'll tell you. So just in first adapter, I'll just select as a net. Second adapter, I will select as a brace, and third adapter, I will select as a BMnet one. Guys, you also need to extend your hard disk. Generally, you will see here hard disk is 30 GB. So what you have to do, you also need to add one more hard drive here. Just don't guys expand it. Okay, if you will see, if you go there, if you get that option expand, don't expand it. That's not a recommended way, guys. Okay, EVNG recommendation, just select this one, click on add, click on hard disk here, next, select this option, Select next, create a new virtual disk. Next, give here at least 100 GB, guys. Give at least 100 GB. I am giving here only 10 GB because I don't have much hard disk, because I'm already running one basically. When you just give, in your case, give at least 100 GB here, okay, and just store as a single file. Click on next, finish, okay. And by doing this, we have successfully able to basically, we have now completed all the setting which we have to do. Now we have to only click on power on. But before that, what I want to explain. So guys, I will also share this particular file with everyone. Okay. So if you see here, before installing this EVNG, you have to enable the virtualization in your system, guys, from your BIOS option. Means if you will not enable that option, your basically EVNG will not work. Means we have to enable this virtualization technology, guys. How we can do that? So what I can do, I have put this link here. I let me just copy this link. Let me open this link with my browser. I'll go there and I'll just open it. That's the first step, guys, which we have to perform. If you will not enable that thing, you will get this kind of error message. So if you are having Acer laptop, what you have to click on F2 or maybe delete option, turn off your system, press F2, and you will enter into your BIOS option. And from BIOS, go into system configuration, and you will get one option which is virtualization technology. You have to basically enable that technology. Just enable it, enter, press F10, and just reboot your system. So the thing is, I think everyone is aware of that, how to go inside the BIOS option, right? So this is the link which for Asus laptop you have to follow this steps. For Dell you have to follow this one. For HP you have to press like escape button during the startup. Press F10 for BIOS options and just go into virtualization technology and enable it. For Lenovo, enter, just power on your machine, enter or tap the Lenovo startup key. Press F1 to enter into the BIOS setup and go into security, virtualization, and enable your virtualization. Okay, so like this, you can just enable the virtualization. If you will not enable this virtualization, your EVNG setup will not work. So that's the first step which we have to done. So when you successfully enable the virtualization, what you have to now install your VMware workstation, which we have already seen how to install VMware workstation. Just refer all the steps, right? And after that, just go to download the, what you have to do now, download the EVNG OVA image and import this particular OVA file. So we are OVA image, which is this image, guys. You can download this image from here, guys. Just download this image and just import it like I have done. And after that, just add these adapters and all. Okay. And later on, we will see the next step, how we have to download WinSCP and we have to download EVNG client. Means I'm talking about these two softwares. I need these two softwares. WinSCP I need for importing the images. EVNG bin client I need, then only my EVNG basically works properly. After I will import the images. So I'll tell you all the things. So right now I'm in this step. I'll just click on power on, means I have just power on my VMware. So the thing is, EVNG is an application. That application is running on Ubuntu Linux. On top of Ubuntu Linux, they are running EVNG application, guys. So we have just powered on. So it will hardly take around 2 to 3 minutes. It will come up. And you will see, guys, that's the beauty. Whatever NIC card we have set it up, right? Because in EVNG first NIC card we have set as net, then braced, then VMnet one, right? And the thing is, on EVNG you have seen, I have enabled this DHCP option. So this EVNG got the IP address from DHCP. See, this is my VMnet 8. then Braze, then VMnet 1. So what? Now go to into this particular black window. When guys you click into this black screen, you will not able to see your cursor. Okay, you have to press Control Alt. Okay, then only cursor will come. Go into this window and just type here root. Root is the username. Password is EVE. Let me tell you what I have typed. Username I have typed as a root and password is EVE. This is the default password. All small EVE. Okay. Username is root. Now what is asking? Type the root password. So I will type here EVE. I will then press tab. So when I press the tab, my cursor will come into this OK option. Okay. Click on OK. It is asking me repeat the root password. So I will again repeat EVE and I will press the tab. So my cursor is come to you this particular OK option. I'll click on OK. Now here it will asking for the host name. Give any name, like I like to give my Eve ng. Click on tab, click on OK. Here it is asking for the DNS domain name. I'll go with example.com. If you have any domain name, you can give. Click on tab, click on enter. Here it is asking. So now guys, here we have to select static option. Generally, we always want static IP in my EVNG. So whenever you will access, so you will able to access always this EVNG by using that IP address, right? What you can do? So just press the down arrow guys. Just press down arrow in your system. Press the space button. So when you press this this particular space button, this particular star option come in front of static, and your cursor is blinking here, right? So what you have to do, you have to click on enter now. Now it is asking for the management IP address. Configure the management IP address, which is 192.168.137.50. I will always configure this one. I'll just type this IP address. I will press on tab, click on OK. Configure that net mask, which is 255.255.255.0. Press on tab. So your cursor is in OK. Press enter. Press the default gateway, which is 192.168.137.2, and press the tab. Click on enter. Then configure the DNS. I will use here Google DNS IP address 8.8.8. Press tab. Enter. Secondary DNS 4.2.2.2. OK. If you want to configure NTP, just configure NTP like 127.0.0.1. Any, so I'm just configure here loopback IP address. Click OK. Here you have to select direct communication, which is already selected. Press on enter. And now your Eve has been successfully configured with the IP details and all, guys. Don't change the password, which is Eve. Don't change, guys, that password. Okay. If you will change the password, you come across some problems actually when you will open Wireshark and all. Okay. Because when we run the captures on Eve and all, at that time you have to basically, that time they will log in into Eve by using this password only. So I will not recommend changing that password. Just go with the default password, which is EVE. So it will take some time in coming up. After what you have to do, guys, you have to download the bin SCP client. So if you go to into this website, or either you can download from my folder, or either just go to into one website, which is bin SCP, and just click on direct download. I don't want to download it. And if you go to into this eveng.net, if you click on this download option, window client side, and you have to download this window client, right? For you guys, I have already put both these clients into my drive, which is these two. So what you have to do, you have to download it, go to into folder and just try to install it. Installation is very quick, like we will basically install any software. I will not show you the installation of this one because it's just a next process, guys. Okay, like this you can install this one. Same thing with EVNG client. Just double click, do next. You will able to install these two softwares. Okay, when the installation of these softwares will basically completed, and after that what you have to do is wait here. Sometime if your EVNG will not come, just go here and just power off and just power on. So for you guys, you don't need to download any software from anywhere. You will get into this drive folder, all these softwares. Okay. Let's wait here. See, sometime it will stuck because I'm having some issue in my system because I'm already running one EVNG. That's why. So right now you will see 192.167.50. And if you log in with root and if you type password EV means you are able to, you are now in a EVNG. Okay. Now what? Just go to into the browser. Okay, just go to into this browser and type here 192.168.137.50. Enter. Don't type here HTTPS, guys. Just type HTTP or just type single IP address. Okay. What you have to, in a username field, you have to log in as admin, and password you have to type here EVE. So let me tell you here. Let's just click on sign in, and you will get the access. Let me sign out one more time. And here you have to select native console, guys. Okay. So that whenever you are logging into EVNG CLI, you have to use here root and password is EVE. When you are logging by using graphical window web UI, you have to use username as admin and password is EVE. Okay. Don't be confused with these two things. From GUI, we always log in by using admin account. Okay. EVE. Here we will select native console. Don't select this HTML5 console. Select native console. Click on sign in, and you will get this kind of window. So what you have to do, just give the name here like Palo Alto. Just create one folder with the name of Palo Alto. Go inside this folder and click on this option, add new lab. Just give the name here, lab 01 means this is my lab 1. Click on save, and just if you will right click over there, you will see these notes, guys. So right now I'm having only this virtual PC. I don't have any other notes, guys. See, all are grayed out, right? So what you have to do now, I have to import these images, guys. If you see, it will support like all them, Aruba ClearPass, Arista switches is there, Checkpoint is there, Cisco ACS, ASA, CV, CSR routers is there, IPS is there, right? Cisco iOS device is there, Firepower is there, Nexus is there, right? It will support almost all kind of devices, guys. So what I will do, now just go there. If you will see this image, just download, guys, all these images for you. This is for you. Just download all of them. Okay. And just put them in a folder. Like I have put them into this particular folder. If you see images, I have these particular images, these three. Maybe in your case, you will get here 10 or 20 images, right? 10 images almost. Afterward, you have to open your bin SCP. Open this bin SCP client and just type here host name is 192.168.137.50 means IP address of our EVNG, and pass and username is root. Here we have to put here is root actually, guys. And password is EVE. Click on login. Update the keys. Maybe you have to click on yes. Okay, but because this is my, in my case it is already there, so that's why I have to update. But in your case you have to press on yes. Now you will see this particular panel and this panel, right? So in left panel, this panel belongs to your system, guys. So just go to into this particular documents, go to into desktop. You can also move from here actually. Desktop, in desktop I'm having one folder with the name of softwares. Inside that folder I'm having this images, right? So I will just locate that folder and I'll go into these images. Now this is the Ubuntu machine basically, or this is a evenz tab panel. Also I will just click on slash here. I will get all these. So what I have to click on? OPT. So slash, then OPT, then I will go to into Unit Lab. OPT Unit Lab. After I will click on add-ons. I'll go to into QEMU. And the thing is, all ASA parallel, these are the images types of QEMU. So just select all these images, select all of them and just drag and drop here. So means now these images will basically upload from your system to the Ubuntu machine or toward the evenj actually. So just wait here for this one. It it will take some time, guys. So we will wait for this to complete. Meanwhile, I'm just pausing the recording. Okay, so now if you have seen, images has been about to complete. Upload of these images has been to complete. Now this VIOS is left, so it's a very light. So now all these three images has been completed, right? So guys, when you will download this one, this DIMESYS image, if it is having these two images, right? These two files, what you have to basically put into that particular folder. Just go into this add-ons. You will see this DIMESYS one, right? Inside this folder, you have to put these two images, guys. These are the very small images. Okay, these two ones you have to put there. Okay, don't be confused with that, guys. And after that, right now I have just successfully add all the image into the QEMU folder. Now if I'll just close this session and I'll go into the evenj here, and if this time if I'll click on this one, I'll get Cisco ASA image here, right? I'll also get here Palo Alto image. Cisco VIOS L2 is there, right? Now I can able to select them. Let me also just add here Palo Alto. Palo Alto image also there, right? I can put this BPC here. This switch is here, right? Let me just put ASA here. I can connect like this. I will basically connect Palo Alto with this switch. I will connect this switch with this BPC. So like this, you can make the connections, guys. If you want to connect Palo Alto with ASA, you can connect in this way. Now, you also need to understand few things, guys, right? Now, if I want to connect my Palo Alto with the internet, so what I have to do? So what I can do, let me just delete all of them. Let me just add here Palo Alto. Let me just refresh and I'll just add Palo Alto only. So I will type here Palo Alto. I'll select this image. Okay, let me add some BPCs here. These small machines. Let me add here these three machines. Okay, I will put these two into my inside interface, and this one I will put into my DMZ. Or let me just put this one as an inside PC. This is also as an inside PC. This is my Palo Alto. Now, if I want to connect this Palo Alto with the management interface, so what I will do, I'll just select here network. I'll give here name which is MGMT and VMNet 8. I'm using this VMNet 8 as a management. And instead of bridge, actually, what I will select here, management cloud 0. So what happens? Let me just this management cloud 0 is your VMNet 8. Cloud 1 is your bridged adapter, means if you will put anything behind this cloud 1, which means you are connecting with the internet. Cloud 2 is equals to your VMNet 01. This is the connectivity setup, guys. Okay. So what I will do, I'll select management here. I'll just put this cloud, and what I'll just connect this cloud like this with my Palo Alto management enter, which is MGMT. I will add one more cloud here, and this cloud I will give the name cloud 1. I'll give the name, and I'll just connect Ethernet 1/1 interface of my firewall with this, so it will get connected with the internet. This interval will connect with this one, and one more interval will connect with this PC. I don't require this one. So this is how we will generally create our labs, guys. This is my inside network right here. If you see, this is my inside network. This is my outside network. This is management. This is DMZ. Like inside, outside, DMZ, and MGMT. This is how I have done the connectivity, right? And also, you only need to understand this cloud thing actually. Management 0 equals to the first adapter. This one is second adapter. This one is third adapter. If you go into this one, right? Settings, let me just write the things here. Settings here. So management, this net is cloud 0. So if you will select this cloud 0, which means you are connecting with VMNet 8. Bridged means automatic bridged means this adapter is equals to cloud 1. So if you want to connect with internet, then you have to select cloud 1 here. If you want to connect with the any machine in your VM, let's say I'm having test PC in VM, right? I can just select here cloud 2 if I want actually. Like this, we will basically, this is the connectivity in case of EVNG, guys. Okay, so don't forget this one. This is how we will just configure this particular EVNG. If I start my, I want to start, I can start like this. I can start, I want to start all the devices. I'll go into more action. I can start all nodes. I can stop all nodes. I can wipe out means I can remove all configuration. The thing is, guys, don't forget to install this software, which is EVNG window client pack. Okay. Let me just start this node as well. If I'll open this one, this will open into the Ultra BNC. Why? Because if you will not install this EVNG client, you will not able to open your machines actually. This particular, it will open into your PuTTY actually, PuTTY application. In my case, it will open in Secure CRT. So if I'll add here Cisco ASA, if I'll start Cisco ASA, if I'll open it, this ASA, it will also open into your PuTTY actually. So like this, you will basically generally your app and your basically devices will open in your EVNG. And if you will add here window machines and all that, these window machine also will open into this particular BNC actually. So this is how we have to basically do the configuration of EVNG, guys. This is all about your EVNG setup in your VMware workstation, guys. These are the only thing we have to basically follow for EVNG setup.